Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Eat Sleep Game. My name is Luke, and Happy New Year. We are in 2022 at last. 2021 is back there licking its wounds after we finally defeated. I don't know. I'm gonna go with dragon. It was a big, weird dragon, but not a cool dragon. Definitely not one of the cool dragons. It was like a lame dragon, maybe like a wyvern. They're a bit lamer than a regular dragon. Two less legs. Anyway, I thought I would kick the new year off here on Eat Sleep Game by having a look ahead at 2022 and the games that are going to be coming out. So, with that being said, I have prepared a tier list thingy. And we're going to do one of these. It's the first time I'm doing one of these, so this is going to be fun. We have games just around here. You can see there are some are actually hidden by my head. I have a big head, so that's not surprising. But they're in a random order. I don't remember which order I looked at them and put the pictures in, so I'm probably already have forgotten some of the games that are in here. So let's have a meander. So first off, I need to run you through my excitement scale that I have here. We are going from super excite, much excite, some excite, meh, and don't care. I feel like the bottom two are obvious. I feel like the rest of them are pretty obvious as well. A little bit excited by some, pretty excited by some, very excited by some. So let's get straight into it. So the first game we have to look at is Somerville. I don't remember too much about it. I just remember that it had a really cool trailer and it was one I'm interested in. And I'm going to put it into some excite because I don't remember it too well. I think we've only seen it once, if I remember correctly. And I find the more I play games and the more I've been reviewing games, and just as I've grown, I guess, and found my little corner of what I really like more and more, I think I've found that I'm one of those guys that's kind of steering away from AAA games a bit more, and it's the indie games, it's the smaller games. I mean, like Death's Door, for instance, was my game of the year, and stuff like Forgotten City, another small indie game, was up there as well. I think that's just my niche. I think that's where I find my most enjoyment with these weird indie games that do interesting, weird things. That as well as like old 2D kind of Zelda-like games, which we will get onto. So Somerville, I have some excite for. Next up is Midnight Suns, the Marvel game. I'll just put it there for now. It'll be there for now. That's not necessarily where it's going to stay. Not generally my kind of style of game. Not really my style of game. I've played a bit of XCOM, liked it. I liked the Mario one a lot more. I thought that was a lot easier because I think it was just a lot simpler to understand and simpler to get into. And I liked what's the online Marvel game called? Marvel Universe or something like that? I can't remember. Marvel Heroes, something like that. I like that. If there is something that's going to hook me into a style of game, it's going to be, Marvel, DC, comic books, characters that I'm already super into and super established with. So Midnight Suns is one I actually am some excited for. I'll leave it there. I'm actually going to leave it there. I have some excite for it, but we'll see what happens a bit closer to when it releases. I hope I pick it up. I don't know if I will, but I hope I do. It's definitely one I'm keeping like a bit of an eye on to see how it does. Definitely going to be curious for that. Next one is definitely so it's Sifu, and this one is one that I have been really, really looking forward to. But I'm going to put it in much excited because this top one is reserved for like, the 10 out of 10 excites. I think 10 out of 10s get given a bit too much. So we're gonna taper expectations. Temper is what I meant. We're gonna temper that a bit, and we're gonna be very strict. It's only the top tier games in terms of my excitement that are gonna go in there. Sifu, obviously we've seen a fair bit. That's coming out in February of the 8th, I believe. It's the 8th. Cool looking action, cool looking combat, looks very Arkham, but with that, a lot more focus, even in camera angles. The camera's way up close. Looks like there's going to be a lot of precision. It's going to be cool. I'm very curious. I've kind of stopped paying attention almost to any releases or anything like that about the game because I just want to go in fresh. I just want to go and experience everything firsthand. So I've seen about the aging thing, but I don't quite know to what extent it works. Do you age up and you get better at fighting because, or you age up and it gets easier because you've gotten used to, your character's got more experience, or does it slow you down because you're older, your reflexes aren't quite as good? Can you age up so far that you just completely die? Who knows? But one I'm very, very interested in checking out when it releases, another kind of small-ish indie game. Someone's setting off fireworks. It's the 4th, mate. Bit late. Next up is Ark Raiders. I'm very meh on this. It's not my style of game at all. Not my kind of game. I remember seeing the trailer, but I couldn't tell you what the game was like. I think it's another co-op action deal. I'm a single player story dude. I don't, I enjoy playing games with my friends, but I like playing like Fall Guys and stupid stuff like that. I like having a giggle. I like messing about. I'm not all for the serious kinds of games, Next up is Scorn. I'm also going to put Scorn in meh. While I do have some interest in it, I think the art style looks really cool. It looks very alien. I don't know. We just haven't seen it for a while. It's kind of fallen off. It wasn't until I was going through a list of games that was meant to be coming out this year, and to get all these, that I actually came across Scorn and remembered it actually existed. So meh for now, unfortunately for Scorn. If hopefully they come up with some more trailers and actually show us what's going on, because there was a gameplay trailer like 2 years ago now. I think it was 2020, maybe even late 2019. But that was so long ago now. It could be a different looking game. That things could have changed. Who knows? We'll see. No release date on Scorn as far as I'm aware. Next one is Babylon's Fall. Now, unfortunately, this is another meh game for me. I love Platinum. I love a lot of the games they make. I love the style of games they make. One more will be coming up at some point. I can't actually see it. Can't see it. Anyway, that doesn't matter. But it's another co-op one. It's another co-op one, and from I'm not hugely against co-op games. I think co-op games can be a lot of fun, but I want games where I can play through them on my own if I want to, which you may be able to do with Babylon's Fall. But the trailers just don't look like that's how it's catered. It does look like it's primarily catered for co-op. It does look like playing it on your own is not the way you should be playing the game, or the way the game is designed to be played. And that's just not me, unfortunately. I want a solid story to play through. I want solid character development, all that sort of stuff. And it doesn't look like I'm going to get that from Babylon's Fall. So it's a Platinum game. I'll still keep an eye on it. I will still keep an eye on it, but meh, unfortunately. Next up is Stalker 2. That's definitely going in some excite, if only because of the way the trailer set it up, because the trailers were fantastic for it. I thought when you sat around the campfire and stuff like that, looks incredible visually. I didn't play the original Stalker, but it looks a lot like Metro. I've played some of the Metro games. I played the first one, and that looks cool. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. I'm pretty interested in what Stalker does, so we'll keep an eye on that one a bit more than we will any of the ones here. Next up is the other Platinum game I was talking about. There she is. It's Bayonetta. And this one, I haven't actually played any of the other Bayonetta games yet. I haven't got around to them. They're on my list. There are games I want to play, but I haven't got there yet. But I'm going to put it in much excite. Firstly, because that trailer at the Nintendo show, I believe it was it a Nintendo show? Or was it at the Game Awards? I don't remember. One of them. Looked great. It set up 3 very well, I think. As someone that doesn't even know about the story. I love this style of Platinum game. I love Devil May Cry. I know that's not a Platinum game, but it's similar style. I love Devil May Cry. I love games like that. And this looks super fun. It's a series I've wanted to get into for a long time, but just never got round to it really. But now I'm going to. Now I'm going to. Tiny Tina's Wonderland is next, and that is our first I don't care, unfortunately. I'm not a fan of the Borderlands games. Granted, I've only played one, but the others have never really interested me. Maybe because of how little I liked one. I want to like them, but I just don't. I just don't, unfortunately. So that is our first don't care. Starfield. Starfield is next. Now, this is a tricky one because I am looking forward to playing Starfield, but we haven't seen anything of it. And I'm gonna put it in some excite. I'll put it at the top of some excite for now, because I am looking forward to checking it out. But I worry. I don't think it will be. But I do worry that it is gonna just kind of be Fallout in space or Skyrim in space. And I don't think it's going to be that. I don't think they would go down that road because I think it'd be silly for them to do so, because then it would just be a third game that is kind of similar to the other two games they have, because the other two games are similar in gameplay and in structure and in world building, and they're just set in different time periods and stuff like that. Is that an oversimplification of those franchises? Probably, but hey ho, is what it is. But I am also looking forward to what it could be if it's what I think it's going to be, or what I hope it's going to be. Anyway, next up, super excited, easy, Breath of the Wild 2. Silly question. Breath of the Wild 2 is up there with most anticipated games. I mean, since I finished Breath of the Wild 1, it was the game I was clamoring for most. It's the only game last year that we saw a preview of or saw a reveal for that really got me excited, sort of thing. But Breath of the Wild 2, Breath of the Wild 1 is like one of, if not the best game ever made in some people's eyes at the very least. So I am extremely excited, even though Breath of the Wild is no longer my favorite Zelda game. My favorite Zelda game is now Link's Awakening. Love that game so much. Love that so much. Next up is 2 Point Campus, and that's getting much excited. I'm very, very, very much looking forward to playing that. I loved my time with 2 Point Hospital. I spent so much time in 2 Point Hospital. It's a fantastic game. Love playing that. And 2 Point Campus looks like it's just going to build and expand on that. So I'm very, very, very excited to play around with that. Next up is a game that launches today, but I've only just found out that is actually already out on other platforms and has been for a minute. But I saw people looking at it and talking about it online. It's Deep Rock Galactic, and it's going in don't care because I don't know what it is. One of my friends has told me what it is, but it's not my kind of thing. Again, so it's a not care for me. It's not one I'm gonna look out for. Hopefully, people enjoy it though. What is this? This is Age of Empires? No, it's not. It's I forgot what it's called. I can't really see the thing either. It's that one. It's the Muso game. I forgot what it's called. Damn it. Oh, ooh, that's gonna bug me. No. It's right there. It is right there. It's right there, but it won't come out. Hold on. I've got the thingy here. I can look here. I'm being stupid. I have it here. It's called. Oh, I feel like an idiot. I feel stupid, but it's because I don't like these games, so I don't really pay attention to them. It's one of those I always wanted to like, though. I've tried multiple times with multiple different. It's called Dynasty Warriors. That's what it's called. I didn't get it. I didn't get to it, but it's called Dynasty Warriors. Yes, Dynasty Warriors. I feel stupid. Yeah, Dynasty Warriors is one I don't care about. I've tried a bunch of Dynasty Warriors spin-offs and, the odd ones like the two Zelda ones. And I just don't, they're just so dull. They're just so boring. They're fun for about half an hour, and then you've kind of seen everything the game has. In my opinion, anyway. Next up is God of War Ragnarok, and I'll put it at the top of much excite. I don't know what it is. I'm looking forward to it. But there are other games around that I don't necessarily think the other games that I'm more excited for will be better games. They are just games I'm looking forward to more because of the things I like, and they scratch certain itches for me. I'm very much looking forward to God of War Ragnarok, but I don't know. There's just something. I don't know what it is. There is just something that's not. It's stopping me having it as like one of my most hyped, most look forward to games, and I'm not quite sure what that is, but I'm still looking forward to it. I still can't wait to play it. On the other end of the spectrum, though, is Rainbow Six Extraction. I like Siege. I do quite like Siege, even though it's very difficult to actually get into as a newcomer to the game now. So I tried showing it to my brother a year or two ago, and it's just very, very difficult for someone new to get into it. I hadn't played it in a long time when I was showing him, or I was going to show him it, because when I did used to play it, it was sick. Loved it. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to Extraction. It's not what I'm paying any kind of attention to, and neither is Crossfire X. The only bit of attention I'm paying to it is that it kind of has a story done by Remedy, if that ever comes out. That is, I know I think it got a release date recently, but hey ho, it's not one I'm looking forward to either. What's next? That is Dying Light 2. Now, normally I would put this in some excite because I know how much the first game was liked and how well it did critically, the reception to it. And it has been on my list to check out for ages. I've just not got round to it. However, hearing some of the people that I listen to on the regular and people's opinions that I really care about, a lot of people are really excited for this game. So I'm actually going to put it up here. I'm going to put it for much excite. That being said, a lot of people were excited for Deathloop, and I did not like that game as much as they did. I guess I liked it a little bit. Anyway, next is Saints Row. That's going ooh, 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 ooh. I'm gonna put it top. Yeah, I'm gonna put it top of some excite because I love the Saints Row games. The first two were kind of serious GTA clones, and then it just got silly. It got really silly. It got really fun. Well, it was already fun, but it got really fun. With like the superpowers and the Matrix kind of stuff that they were doing, where they weren't actually in the real world and what have you. I don't know if Saints Row has a place at the moment, but with Grand Theft Auto not being around at the minute as well, maybe it is a good place for Saints Row to come out. It looks a lot less silly than Saints Row was, but it does look like it still has some of that tongue-in-cheek nature to it. So I'm excited. Can't wait to play it. And it's moved to August, I think it was. I think it's moved to August now. So that's a good time for me. It was in February. It was in February. I've heard that we may actually have one of those February games, one of the big ones, actually move out. And we will get to one of those very soon. Next up is Stranger of Paradise. It is borderline don't care. It's a Final Fantasy game that's not a Final Fantasy game. It kind of looks like they had a Dark Souls style game, but it wasn't really all that compelling. So they've layered over the Final Fantasy characters. I'm still fairly new to the Final Fantasy series, playing them, and I don't care about this game. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put it in don't care. Let's put it there. I'm going to put it in don't care because I don't care about it. I thought the trailer was horrible. Just all looks so dark and bland and bleh. Next up is Warhammer 3, and this is another one I don't care. Or I'm going to go meh because don't care is, I think, one. No, I will go don't care because I don't really care about it. It's not my kind of game. It's not that it's bad by any stretch of anyone's imagination, because there are people that love those games, and more power to you. Just not my kind of thing, unfortunately. Chia, I believe it's pronounced Chia. I'm not too sure. That's one I've had an eye on for a while. It has obviously it's been advertised for a good while, and it hasn't come out yet. But I believe that's is that New Macedonia? It's based on. It's supposed to be telling the story of like New Macedonia and stuff like that. I like the look of it, and like I said earlier, I'm much more indie game focused these days because they're doing the interesting things, telling the interesting stories. I think, and this one looks really cool. I'm really looking forward. I hope it is one of those that it doesn't necessarily need to live up to the attention it's been getting or the way it's being presented, but I just hope it's good. Just hope it's good. Um, I hope this one's good. Super excited. Elden Ring. I have become a big fan of the Dark Souls and Souls-like games. Haven't finished a single one yet, though. Haven't finished a single one, but maybe Elden Ring is the one. Love playing Bloodborne. I played Dark Souls 1 last year. I think it was last year. It might have been the year before. Sekiro. Definitely loved that. That was great. Never finished one though. It's my aim. Maybe that's a goal for 2022. A goal for 2022 is to finish a FromSoft game. Does Demon Souls count? I don't think so. I don't know. And maybe it does because it is pretty much what the original was, just, modernized. I'll mill on that. Maybe it does. Next is Forspoken, and I'm going to put this in some excite because I've liked the look of the trailers so far. And, the early trailers, before we knew what Final Fantasy 16 was going to be, I thought this was actually going to turn out to be Final Fantasy 16. I hate the name. I think Athia. I think it was Project Athia before. Just call it Athia. I think Athia is a better name for it. Unless, it could be one of those, like Horizon Zero Dawn is a terrible name, but it just kind of works now because we know how good that game was. And so I'm curious about Forspoken. I hope it's good. I hope every game is good because, I love games. So I don't ever wish any of them are bad. Next is God of War. Now, I know we've already got God of War 2 over here, but this is the PC launcher of God of War 2018, which I'm also going to put in some excite because I really want to check it out again. I've wanted to play God of War again for a while, but I've never properly made that jump into actually doing it. And maybe it coming to PC or me being able to check it out onto my lovely 3080 over here. Maybe that will entice me to run through it again and maybe make a video about it. Because I didn't make a video about God of War. That was before I was doing videos and stuff. Next is Gollum, and that's a huge meh. The trailer didn't look particularly good. I love Lord of the Rings. The Mordor games I think were fantastic. Well, the Mordor, I only played the first one. I haven't played the second one yet. I don't really know why we've got a Gollum game. Of all the characters to play around as Gollum, we'll see. Hopefully it's good. Like I said, I hope all games are good. Hopefully this is doing something interesting with the license instead of just using the license to get some attention. But who knows? Who knows? Next up is Advance Wars 1 and 2, which I have some excitement for. Again, it's not normally the style of game I'd go for, but it's a style of game I'm interested in, and this could be a good time to do it. So some excite. Life is Strange Remastered Collection is going at. I'll put it there. Saints Row. There we go. It's not moving over. There we go. I know a fair amount of people that have played Life is Strange. I have not yet. I haven't played any of them. I played. What was it called? Oh, the weird. Oh, I don't remember what it was called. Tell me why. Tell me why. It has a terrible name. I played that and I didn't. I thought it was fine. It wasn't. It was alright. But the Life is Strange games, their Life is Strange. There's a different tier. There's a different kind of prestige to them. and I've never checked them out. And part of me's always wanted to. And it definitely helps that Carrick of ACG, one of my favorite reviewers and favorite content creators, is very high on these games. And he talks very positively about them. So I would love to check them out when that comes out. Ollie World is a meh, I think. I enjoyed playing Ollie 2, but I don't think I've really got any interest in going back into that game. But I'm half keeping an eye on it to see what it actually does, sort of thing. Who knows? Next is Oxenfree 2, which is some excite because I haven't played the first Oxenfree, but I know it's very well spoke of. And because of that is one I'm keeping an eye on. Oxenfree, I believe I do own it, but I just haven't got around to it. There's too many games. Next up, super excited. I'm very, very excited for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. This is made by the same people that did Streets of Rage 4, and I loved playing Streets of Rage 4. I love me a side-scroller beat-em-up. I love the Scott Pilgrim game. I loved Streets of Rage 4. I love the Simpsons arcade cabinet. I would love for that to get a remake and come to consoles. That'd be fantastic. And for a very long time, me and my brother actually both really want kind of, I guess, like an Arkham-style Ninja Turtle game. You know, just a 3D action Ninja Turtle game with a good story. And, you know, we don't have that, but Shredder's Revenge could kind of fill that void a little bit. Like I said, I love those style of games, so I'm all over this. Next up is Kirby in the Forgotten something. What was it called? Kirby in the Forgotten Land, I believe it's called. There it is. Kirby in the Forgotten Land. That is what it's called. I'm gonna put some excite. Who is that? That's moved my thing. I'm in the way here. Hold on 2 seconds. I'm gonna put me over there. There we go. Now I'm not in the way. For now. I'm gonna put some excite because I like Kirby as a character. I've liked Kirby games for a long time. I think he was the first Nintendo character that I really, in terms of his game anyway, that I really connected with and really liked. So I'm looking forward to it. It's the first time they're taking Kirby on a different kind of take like this. You know, we're seeing Sonic do it, which we'll get to. You know, Mario's done it loads. Zelda's had a bunch of different kinds of games. This is the first time Kirby's getting to explore in a 3D setting. Quite looking forward to see what they do. Next up is River City Girls 2, and that's another one. I'm actually going to put that in much. I'll put it at the top of some excite. Again, it's similar to Shredder's Revenge in that it's a style of game I like. I didn't actually play River City Girls, but I know it's a game I will enjoy if I get round to it. Mario Rabbids 2. I'm gonna go some excite as well. There's a lot for some excite. So I mean, there's a lot in this middle. That's why I've made that one very, very strict with those two. Mario Rabbids. That's what we were talking about. Really enjoyed playing the first game. Didn't play too much in the end. I think I put like 5-10 hours somewhere in between there. But it was a lot of fun. I thought it was, as someone that wasn't super into the XCOM style of game, they did a good job of making it really simple, making it kind of easy to digest and easy to get into with recognizable characters. That's always going to be easier. We have Monster Hunter Rise PC, and I've been milling over that one because part of me really wants to check it out. But I don't think I'm ever going to, so I'm putting it in meh for now. Now, this next one is, I was doing this list at first. It was going to be just me rambling over I think it was Game Informer's website. They had a list of all the games that are potentially coming out in 2022, and I got about halfway through, and I decided that this was my most anticipated game, and I got super excited about it. And then I ended up watching a bunch of videos online about it, and that is Hogwarts Legacy. Now, I'm very, 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 very excited for this game for multiple reasons. One is, having a fully fleshed out game where you can explore a fully fleshed out Hogwarts is going to be cool. It could be like the Spencer Mansion or the police station from Resident Evil 2, but on like a grander scale because of how big Hogwarts is. And, going into the gardens and the Forbidden Forest and stuff like that could be very cool. Secondly, is the trailers gave me, trailer, there's only one, right? Only one proper trailer. I think there's like a teaser where it tells you his name. Can't remember. But essentially it looks like a cross between my favorite game ever, Bully, and one of my favorite franchises, Fable. And I really hope you've got all the classes you can go to, like in Bully. I hope it's structured kind of like Bully, where you can just roam around. You can skip classes if you want or need to because you're doing a mission, or you just can't be bothered and you're going to the shops or whatever. It looks like you're going to be able to go to other places as well. Maybe you get to go around like Diagon Alley and buy an owl or what have you. It just looks like it ticks every single one of my boxes. It's going to be story driven. It looks like it's a Bully clone of sorts. It looks like Fable, and you're going to be able to explore Harry Potter's world, and it's the first time really since the kind of PS2 tie-in games. I don't think, have we ever had like a proper like not movie tie-in Harry Potter game? I don't think we have, other than like the mobile games. Which we won't, we're not talking about those because they're not very good. Next up is Horizon Zero Dawn, and I'm gonna put it somewhere here because I'm pretty excited for it. I'm looking forward to that quite a lot, but my main thing is I need to replay the first one because I really liked the first one. I platinumed the first one. But Horizon Zero Dawn's story didn't really stick with me too much. I can remember some specific story beats, but its overall story, it just didn't stick with me for some reason. And I really want to go into the second one being, knowing what's happening and remembering, the full story, not just the little bits that I can remember off the top of my head. I want to go in a better position than that because I feel like I'll enjoy the game more if I can kind of through line. I had the same thing with Witcher Season 2. I couldn't really remember the Witcher Season 1 all that well. But then, I still enjoyed the Season 2. So maybe that's just irrelevant. Maybe I'm just rambling for no reason again. Who knows? Time will tell. It's very close. It's only a month and a half away, roughly? Or even less because it's in the middle. It's not the end. That's Elden Ring. Anyway. Next is Gran Turismo 7, and I think I'm going to go meh. I doubt I'm going to check this out. If it was like Forza Horizon, it was on Game Pass or something like that. If PlayStation's Game Pass equivalent does actually ever happen and this ends up on it, then I'll check it out, but racing games aren't enough for me. Like I said, I'm big into story. And although I do like racing games, they are a casual game for me. They're not one I want to spend a lot of money on or I'm going to spend a lot of time in. So I can't really justify spending £70, dollars, euros, whatever the currency is where you're from, watching on a game I'm probably not going to play a lot. So it's a meh for me, unfortunately. Some excite for Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker saga. If this was a year ago, it would have been much excite. But my interest in it has dwindled a bit because it just has been so long. I really enjoyed the Lego games. I think they're good quality. I think they go underappreciated. I think we'll say at least a little bit because they are very good quality consistently. and they stay at that quality and they don't ever waver. I think the only thing I would change is not have them talk like the old games do. I don't know. I just prefer that. I don't know why. But yeah, getting to play through Lego's take on, or not Lego's take, but Traveler's Tales take on the whole Skywalker saga, all 8 movies, 9 movies, 8? Why did I say 8? All 9 movies will be cool because they put fun twists and add in bits of comedy and stuff like that, and they do a very, very, very good job at it. So I am looking forward to that. If it actually does come out this year, we'll have to wait and see. It was meant to come out last year, maybe even the year before that as well. I don't remember. Next up is Little Devil Inside, and unfortunately, I am interested, but it's going meh for now because I don't think any of the marketing has done really all that good a job at telling me what the game is or why I should be looking forward to it. Now, I am still looking forward to it, but just not really all that much. It's one that will probably pass by at some point. I hope it's not. I hope it is one that gets attention and it is worthy of that attention. But at the moment, I forgot it existed until I was going through that list. On the other hand, Cult of Lamb is going top of much excite because I'm very excited for Cult of Lamb. It looks like a kind of mix of the 2D Zeldas that I love and the Binding of Isaac, both in gameplay and in like aesthetics. I'm very excited for this. I haven't seen too much. I've seen a bit of the gameplay and I've kind of left it there because I don't want to see too much else. I think I saw like the first trailer that Devolver put out, and that looks awesome. Cannot wait. Whoopsie, let's get rid of that. Replaced is next. That is, I'm going to put it at some excite because it's kind of similar to the Cult of Lamb, except I've seen less of it in terms of my excitement of it. I'm really excited because of the style of game it is. It looks like a 2D side-scrolly, I guess, action game of sorts. Again, I haven't seen too much of it because the art style and the pixel art is really what's drawn me to this game. It looks incredible, and I really hope its gameplay can live up to at least how it looks, and then I would be very excited. Really, really want to check that out when it comes. Who knows when it comes, though? I don't, that's for sure. I didn't look at the dates, if it even has a date, which it might not. I'm rambling again. Anyways, moving on to the next one, and that's Shovel Knight Dig, and that's gonna go up here. That's gonna go. Yeah, we'll leave it at some excite. Kind of again similar to Replaced in that I'm very excited about it because one, it's Shovel Knight. Well, actually, the only thing is that it's Shovel Knight. That's all I need. You need to tell me that it's Shovel Knight, and I am very excited for it. I haven't played Pocket Dungeons yet, though. I want to play that. But otherwise, I don't really know too much about what Shovel Knight Dig is, other than it's Shovel Knight. I actually forgot about it. When was it? I can't even remember when we first heard about it. But regardless, it's more Shovel Knight, and I love Shovel Knight, so I'm all about that. I'm all about that. Sonic Frontiers is going heavily in meh. I hope this is one that proves me wrong, because really I'm not all that interested in any Sonic game now unless it's a sequel to Sonic Mania, and I believe I heard that they're not doing that, which is upsetting because Sonic Mania was fantastic and the rest of the Sonic games have pretty much sucked for a long time, for numerous different reasons. So I'm meh on it for now, but that could go up the more we see of it, I guess. It's apparently, and I guess according to the trailer, which I cannot remember for the life of me, gonna be Sonic's Breath of the Wild, which sounds hilarious to me. That sounds really funny. Callisto Protocol, I'm actually gonna put. I'm gonna put it at much excite. It's. Do I? No, I'm gonna leave it there because I'm a big Dead Space 1 fan. Big Dead Space 1 fan. I still haven't played Dead Space 2. I'm told I need to, but I don't know. There's just something about Dead Space 1. I loved it so much that I just kind of left it there because I didn't. I don't know. I guess I don't want to. Yeah, I guess I don't want something to add to it, but also take away. because I thought Dead Space 1 was damn near perfect. And I've been hesitant to check out anything else. The same reason I didn't check out any more from the Walking Dead Telltale series, because the first season was perfect. And then after that, I was like, no, I want to leave that just there. We're gonna put that over there, and I can remember it being perfect. So we don't go into anything else to maybe ruin that. It's kind of like the original Star Wars trilogy as well, I guess. Anyways, Callisto Protocol is basically Dead Space without being called Dead Space from the looks of it. I got very excited when the trailer dropped. When it had the thing on the back of the guy's neck, I was, it's Dead Space. Didn't turn out to be Dead Space, but then I forgot, oh damn it, what's his name? I'm forgetting his name off the top of my head. But the guy that, was the head of Dead Space, he's the guy that created Dead Space. He then was like, yeah, hi, it is kind of pretty much just Dead Space. So I'm all about that. It's set in a very far future PUBG universe, which is interesting, I guess. We'll see. Another one that is going in much exciting, it doesn't matter, I'm going to put it there, is Moss Book 2. Moss is a fantastic game. Brilliant VR game. Very, 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 very excited to... Man, I might actually break out my Oculus and replay it. Fantastic game. I love it to bits. It's such a cool game. Next is Multiverses. And I'm going to put this... I'll just put it there. I'm going to put it in some Excite, because I love Smash. I think Smash Ultimate's fantastic. Not Nintendo. The Nickelodeon one, it had potential, but they butchered it apparently. Multiverses looks like it's doing the formula right. It's free to play, or it's going to be, I believe. And you can use Steven Universe to fight Wonder Woman, or the Batman to fight Scooby-Doo, or what have you. If Scooby's actually in the game, it might just be Shaggy. I haven't looked too much into it, but I'm very curious about this. I'm going to keep an eye out. I might even download it. Hopefully you can play local, because I don't really want to play with other people. I'm very bad at them. I feel good when I'm playing like single player, playing against a computer. I feel like, I'm sick of this game. But then you go online or you play against one of your friends. I actually beat a couple of my friends at it before, but But you get humbled pretty quick. Persona 4, what's it actually called? Arena something? Persona 4 Arena. I can't find the thing. Can't find the picture. Where is the picture? They're too small on this. I can't actually read it from where I am. It's much more zoomed in on the recording than it actually is on my monitor. So hold on 2 seconds. Random talking. There it is. Ultimax. Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. Now, I love the Persona series. Specifically 5. That is the one that I got into the most. I've tried 4 Golden a little bit. But I really wanted to kind of blot out a time where I could just play through, just give all my attention to that game. And it was on Vita, which also doesn't help. I love playing it on the Vita, but I find playing handheld games for a long stretch of time a bit more difficult. That's definitely a game I want to sit down and properly play, give all my attention to. Persona 4 Arena Ultimax is another Muso game. I really want to... No, it's not. I'm sorry. It's not. It's a fighting game. I'm thinking of Strikers. Strikers is the Muso game. I was talking to a friend about it earlier, because it's coming on PS Plus, I believe. I'm going to put this in some Excite, because I like fighting games. I haven't played a new fighting game in a while. It's been a good while. I think, wasn't Justice 2 the last one I properly played? It's always been like a genre of games I've wanted to dedicate a good amount of time to and get good at playing them. I have a fight stick up there, but I've never been very good at them. Or maybe it's in a drawer. Doesn't matter. That's besides the point. We don't need to talk about my fight stick. Maybe I check this out. Maybe I check this one out. I think I should. What's next? Plague Tale Requiem. I'm going to put this at the top of some excited because I haven't played the first Plague Tale, but I know a lot of people that have, and they've all told me that it's fantastic, that I should check it out, that I'd love it. And I know from a lot of the content creators that I watch that it's meant to be a fantastic game. The trailer for the second one looks incredible. Next is Pokemon Arceus. I think the trailer looks terrible. It's going in. Don't care. Unfortunately, I thought the trailer looked horrible. I don't think it's what we were hoping for. And I say we, like I'm a Pokemon fan. I'm not really a Pokemon fan. I just really like I think first 3 generations, I'll say. Excuse me. After that, I think it's just gone too far. I think they either need to change what they do and make it more compelling, tell better stories, for instance, or they need to stop just adding 100 Pokemon every time. Like, we could easily just have 5 to 10 really good, well thought out Pokemon. But hey ho, that's for a different video, I guess. Next is the Prince Persia remake. And that's going in don't care because I don't think it's actually ever going to come out. When we saw that trailer, I think it was 2019. Was it 20? No, it wasn't that long ago. Years have just become a bit weird. I'm still processing 2019, let alone 2020. Yeah, I don't think this is coming out. I think it's gone dark for a bit too long. We haven't heard anything after the delay. I think we might have seen the last of this. I think this quietly might be put in a cupboard somewhere. It might not actually come out. It didn't look in a particularly good state when they showed it off. Visually, it looked horrible. I personally think the original release of the game back in like 2002, I want to say, was a better looking game. Yeah, I think this might be one that quietly goes away. I'm just gonna make myself. I'll put myself back over in the middle here. There we go. I'll be back over in the middle because don't care is going to get filled out a little bit more. Right now, with Redfall, nothing against the game massively. It's just one that doesn't appeal to me. I'll make myself a bit smaller as well. Excuse me. Yeah, it's just not my style of game. Again, it's one of those 4-player co-op. What was the other one called? Back 4 Blood. I enjoyed playing Left 4 Dead back in the day, but it's not a game that I'm going to spend too much time with. Yeah, not for me, unfortunately. This one, however, I'm going to put some excite for Suicide Squad because I love what Rocksteady do. I think their Batman games are absolutely incredible. I think they, especially the first 2, are masterpieces. They're absolute masterworks. I think Origins is incredibly underrated, and I know that's not Rocksteady, but it is very, very underrated. The thing that worries me about Suicide Squad is how narratively driven it is for me. I'm really I like the idea of playing as the Suicide Squad. I like the idea, hopefully you can play as different characters and you can pick your characters, whether that's, Borderlands style where you pick a character and then you see that character through to the end. Oh man, maybe they even each have different stories you can go on. Maybe they split off and, 2 of them go after Superman or what have you. Yeah, I'm really curious about it. I don't know if I want to. I think I'm going to have to see more of what it actually is. I know it's going to be some co-op. Excuse me. Some co-op focus. I just hope that doesn't impede the story too much, because I really want another cool Rocksteady story to play through. Next, we have Skull and Bones, which is apparently meant to be coming out this year, which I doubt. I think this is another one. I think that's Ubisoft as well, isn't it? It's another one that's just going to probably quietly go away. I don't think we're ever going to see this again. This was, I believe it was made off of the back of the reception to Assassin's Creed Black Flag and all the cool piratey stuff. And then when it got shown off that you're actually piloting the ship, I was very much like, this is not what we wanted, or what I wanted from a pirate game. I want to play as a pirate. I want Assassin's Creed 4 without the not 4. Well, I guess it was the 4. No, it wasn't the fourth one, because they also did non numbered ones, didn't they? Anyway, Black Flag. It was floor. It was for Black Flag. Um, I just wanted Black Flag without the Assassin's Creed stuff. Really, that's all I wanted. But hey ho, hey ho. Next is Open Roads, and I have some good level of excitement for that. It's made by the guys that did oh god, Gone Home. I love Gone Home. It's a fantastic game. It tells a wonderful story in a wonderful way. So I'm very excited. I think it's got an interesting aesthetic. I think the thing that what they're doing with the art style, making it look like Take On Me, looks cool. Except a bit more of a modern version of Take On Me. The music video by Aha. Next is Stray, and I also have some excite for this. I think I'm done with that bit, so I'll move myself back over to the corner now. Yeah, Stray is. I've been so curious about this game since its first trailer, but we haven't. It kind of fell off the face of the earth a little bit, and I'm really intrigued by it. I love the setting. The setting looks incredible. I want to know more. There's been things and bits and pieces that have been taken from the trailer, that kind of theorize as to what the story could be and what's going on. If it's anything like any of those theories, I am so excited to play it. But some excite at the minute because we don't know too much about it. We are in the last 6, so we are almost done, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Gotham Knights is our next one, and I'm gonna put this with Suicide Squad because I have the same kind of trepidation and excitement about both, where it's another co-op kind of game, but I'm hoping the co-op isn't too intrinsic. I hope that you don't lose anything by playing it single player, because that's what I want. I want to play through that narrative as a single player. It's got the Court of Owls, and I love the Court of Owls. They are fantastic. I'm very curious. I'm pretty sure Batman isn't dead. I'm pretty sure he may even be... Was it the Penguin we saw? I believe it was the Penguin. I think he might even be the Penguin. I think he might be the Penguin in disguise. Or disguised as the Penguin. We'll see. Yeah, I'm very, very curious. Again, this one isn't Rocksteady. This is the team that made Gotham... No, it's not Gotham. Arkham Origins. And I think that's a hugely underrated game. It's got some of the best boss fights. It's got a really good story, good VO, even though, they can't necessarily control the VO as... Yeah, I'm rambling again. Next, final 5 now. Triangle Strategy. That's definitely got some excite. I'm going to put it at the top of... I'm going to put it at the top of some excite, because it's a style of game I really like. It is just whether or not I'm going to have the time to get to it. It might be one of the ones that falls into next year, maybe, for me, if it even comes out this year. We'll see. One I am much excited for is Tunic. I told you earlier that I am very much into, the Link's Awakening style Zelda game. Well, Tunic looks like that. He's even wearing a little tunic like Link does in those early games. It's called Tunic, drawing attention to the fact it's a Zelda-like. Very, very excited. Cannot wait. Yeah, can't wait. Just can't wait. I'm gonna leave it where it was. I was debating whether I move it up to super excite, but I'm gonna leave it there. Ghostwire Tokyo. I'm gonna put it in meh, unfortunately, because while I am excited, I don't know if it's the premise or if it's just the world, because the world looks cool, and some of the ideas that you see in the trailer do look cool, Whether or not they're going to be fully realized, I don't know. We haven't seen a lot of the game. It has been pushed back a couple of times. We haven't heard anything in a good while, as far as I'm aware. So yeah, meh for now, unfortunately. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection is some excite because that's coming to PC as well, and that means I will finally play Lost Legacy because I have it on PS4, but I've got it on disc and I can't be bothered to plug my PS4 back in. So that's that. And the final game is WWE 2K22. Now, again, I'm going to some excite that. I'll put it there so we can just see it a bit easier. That one is some excite as well. I'm a pretty big wrestling fan. I love wrestling. It's good fun. And I just want a good, fun wrestling game that I can play where I don't have to worry about it crashing every 10 minutes. I have to play 2K20 at the moment, and it's fine. Like it runs fine. It doesn't crash all that often anymore, but it's just so outdated now. So an up-to-date, modern wrestling game would be cool. I was kind of surprised not to see AEW on here. I thought AEW was probably going to launch sometime this year as well, maybe later. Maybe it launches early next year. Who knows? They keep, expanding. So they've kind of got the opposite problem to the WWE game where they have to keep taking people out. But I digress. That, ladies and gentlemen, is my tier list for the upcoming games that we know about. There is probably going to be an absolute ton of games that come out or get announced by the time all these have come out, likely. Maybe except Elden Ring. Starfield. Because, that's meant to be November, right? Very weird. There will be loads more games that will fit in here somewhere. But for now, that is where my excitement lands. My most anticipated game of the year, the game I'm looking forward to most, is Hogwarts Legacy. I cannot wait to get my hands on that. Let me know in the comments down below what game it is you are most excited for. Like I said, mine is Hogwarts Legacy with Breath of the Wild 2 very, very close behind it. Hopefully 2022 is going to be a fantastic year for video games. Well, it looks like it. There's going to be about 1,000 games released just in February. But that is all from me for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Do go and check out some of the other videos on the channel. The last video was, of course, our big old Game of the Year discussion with 13 creators in total, I think it was, including myself. And there were 2 more that couldn't actually make it on the day. So 15 people all contributed to this one long Game of the Year discussion. It was fantastic. It was a lot of fun. And then do make sure to go check out all those people at their channels and all with the cool content and stuff that they do on the side. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments what game you're looking forward to most in 2022. If you like this video, do give it a like. Go share it with your friends. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos. I'm hoping to review a lot more this year. But thank you again for watching. I will see you again soon.